What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have a very late video or early morning for you guys. This is a market watch for you guys to enjoy, so without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So guys, if you want to help support the channel with no extra cost, please use the affiliate link down below. It costs you nothing to support the channel, and it's just a great way of doing it while you're checking out cards that you are always ready going to be paying for. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, Paladin mode aces. If you guys have been waiting for an alt that is foiled, this is your shot at it. $15, $12 is not bad off the rip. It'll probably come down a lot more. It should be like 8s after a while, but if you guys are impatient and you want to be flexing that deck for a little bit, this is not a bad pickup, to be straight. Now, see, this is what the art looks like, and it's foiled, and it will become like a mural piece. Right now, Europe side's having it at ridiculous prices, so I wouldn't even touch it, but if you have TCG player access, that's probably for the best. Digimon World Convergence release event cards. So we're going to talk a little bit of the release event cards, because some of these will be being bought pretty quickly, and at times you're going to want to make sure you get this, especially on opening weekend, to flip these or move them, so just be ready for that. While looking at it, €5 is not terrible. War Graumon for the release events for the BT21s are at $7 a pop. They were at a few at 2s and 3s, but people bought them pretty quickly, which is not a bad pickup at 2s and 3s. You know, €4 to €5. Now, taking a look, we got Digimon, especially for the Apply decks. You're going to be wanting to get your pieces max rarity, right? So $6. There were a few at 3s, but it looks like they kind of disappeared and got up to 6s. Now, Europe side looking like €3 to €4. Very commonplace for that. Lanamon, which is for none other than the reptile, Medusa deck. It's at $6 a pop, which isn't terrible, but can be very, very expensive later on. Looking like €4 to €5. Now, Digimon Fighter Mode Ace, just the non-foils are at $2 a pop, which, again, just wait it out. If you really want to just spend $1.80, which is $2, is not terrible. Taking a look, though, €5 to €6 just for the non-foils. Now, taking a look, Destromon is hitting 6s. There are a couple copies at 6, so if you guys are wanting to max Galaxy, this is a piece you're going to want at least a couple copies of. €3 to €4. Now, Dracomon X Antibody, which again is for Examons players, this is at $3 a pop, which again can be a little pricey for some players. The stamp, though, Europe side looking like 3s, might be worth kind of selling or picking them up. Gachas are at 6s. Not terrible. Could be a lot worse. Oh, I already talked about you. Well, we're going to skip that one. Navimon there, though, is at $5 a pop. They did have a couple at 3s and 4s, but just watch this closely over the weekend. €3 to €4. Satellamon is at 3s. Could easily disappear and go up, just how this works, and then it's on buyout status. Satellamon. Satellamon. There we go. Taking a look, though, €3 to €4. Now, you do have Regulusmon World Conversions release stamps at 21. They're at $3 a pop. €2 to €4, kind of just that playstyle. Rise Greymons are at $5.50. A little bit of good stock, but could disappear off the market and be expensive. Looking like €3 to €4. Medieval Gallantmons, for players that want to be playing in the format, Medieval Gallantmon's going to be expensive for a long period of time. I don't expect this to drop down anytime soon. Europe side looking like €55, €60. Now, Digimon Update Pack 2024, if you have plenty of these, it might just be worth flipping. People have paid $80 to almost $100 a pop. I mean, yeah, make your money. 24 to 30 to 40 euros. God, this card is expensive for no reason. The Oboromon Infernal Extension EX06 up to $28 to $30. the Digimon hype better live up, because people are going to get upset if they don't make their good turnaround here. You know, 10 to 14 euros. So wow, thanks for skipping over everything. Europe side though, looking like the 10 to 12 euros. Duskmons are down to $3, guys. The deck still hasn't died out yet, and I wouldn't be surprised if people start coming back with it full swing. So just be ready for it, because 3 to 4 euros for a deck that's still competitive and it didn't just phase out of existence, you just gotta be ready. Volgramon is at, you know, $19 to $20 still, but going down, so just wait this one out. It's one of those gambles, right? I don't see this thing topping major events, but it'll be enough just to keep it afloat. You know, 20 to 22 euros. Metal Digimon Ace is up to $6.50, so a lot better than earlier in March when it was like double the price, but it's good to see it come down. Europe side looking like 4 to 5 euros. Alphamon Oryuki Mode Ace is at 29s to 33s. If you guys had this, I would just move it. Europe side looking like 21 to 22s. X Antibody Protoform Event Pack 7s are $42. If you guys have this from the Event Pack 7, just move it. There's no reason for you to be holding on to this. Europe side looking like 25 to 30 euros. Now Gallantmon versus Royal Knights BT13s are at $22 going down, which is good to see it actually tumble down, just because there is a new printing that has a lot more accessibility. So that means a lot of players will move off of these cards. Europe side looking like 20 to 27 euros. Metal Garurumons are up to 36s and climbing. Does that mean that with the new Metal Garurumon Ace, the deck is fundamentally going to be playing this thing at a full play set? Probably not, but this thing's just, it has a love-hate relationship of being cheap, and I can't wait for reprint city on this thing. Your side 24 to 28 euros. Bielstar X Antibody or Bellastar X Antibody is at $35 and climbing. Wow. It took forever for this thing to climb up, but it seems like the new support is just enough to keep it and get into the game with it. You know, 14 to 15 euros. Galactimon Dimensional Phase BT11s up to $20 a pop. Europe side looking like 25 to 28 euros. Zephyga Aces alts are at $11 to 12s. This I do recommend picking up just because it is kind of cheap, but eventually this could easily blow up in price for Zephyga. And if Zephyga keeps getting support left and right, this is a secret alt that is going to have some good weight behind it. Europe side 17 to 20 euros. Gallantmon limited pack, it's at $12.50. There was a brief second of buyout that brought it to 20s, but yeah, it's loading up on the market constantly. So just watch carefully just to see what happens, but you can definitely pick these up for under 10 bucks. Europe side looking like 12 to 14 euros. Angelwomon Ace just from BT15. Definitely good to see her dipping down, which is good. We want to see a good dip down. So 11s to 8s to 9s is not terrible. Europe side looking like 10 euros 50 cents to 11 euros. War Greymon Blast Ace BT14. Sadly, it's not going to pop off, so we're at 10s to 8s. Now Europe side looking like 14 to 20 euros. Apollomons are at 9s and climbing. Not many listings, which is crazy. Europe side looking like 9 to 11 euros as well. Gallantmon from the Illustration Celebration Pack. This has a lot of potential when this Digimon would be played. If there's a Digimon with 13,000 DP or more, reduce the play cost by 2 for every 5 total cards in both players' trash. Rush blocker on play when Digimon only delete one Digimon with 13,000 DP or more. If this X didn't delete, recovery 1. So yeah, I mean, it has a lot of potential going for it, which is good. And Gallantmon could, I'm going to be honest with you, I expect this to dip down as more and more product reaches onto the market. Europe side looking like 5 to 6 euros. Yeah, I might think this might be worth that. Last Guardian release special boosters are at 70s. This is crazy that it got bought out. 8 to 10 euros. Invisimon alts are at 19s to 20s. Wow. Good to see it finally come down because it's been way too expensive. You know, 19 to 20 euros. Now, Shine Greymon across time BT12s are at $7, going to 15s to 20s. Holy cow. If you guys been sitting on this card in your bulk for a bit, it's time to list them and make some good money because I'm not joking. This is crazy expensive. Europe side, though, looking like 3 to 5 to 8 euros. Now, you do have Cyberdramon Ace, which is $1.50. Not terrible to $2. I expected to dip down, but I expect a lot of our new card aces and stuff like that will be in that same broad category of like $1 or €1. Dynamon alts are at 15s going down. Guys, this is a card you just keep watching and pick up every week or so that you want. You know, picking them up at 12s is a really good deal. So yeah, it's going to be competitive for a long term. Just be ready for that. Europe side look like 8 to 9 euros. Now, Ryotaro Williams, Mr. Williams here is, you know, $7 to $5. Europe side's looking like 4 to 5 euros as well. Analog U special release pack is at $58. We'll just wait this out, you know, because release special pack is at 15s to 17s. Wow, they got it at a better deal. Limited card pack is at 21s to 22s. Europe side, though, looking like 10 to 13 euros, which was probably where we're going to end up. Raremons are at, you know, 8, climbing back up. Why? So, guys, be ready for this thing to start getting expensive. It seems like people are picking this up more and more. I don't know why, but apparently it's going to swallow a fly. 13 to 18 euros. Mastodon Ace alts are at 42s and climbing. God, that's crazy. 15s to 19 euros. Wow. Now, Shikodomon is at $3. People are buying this up. I don't understand either. Europe side looking like 40 cents to 50 cents. Now you have Avenge Kidmon update packs at $1.95 to $2. 50 cents, 1 cent. Agumon Legends pack is up to $30. Crazy. Why is this thing so expensive? 3 to 4 euros, which is more acceptable. And Jewelmon Ace alts are at the 45. So if you can see the new printing, I recommend probably picking it up for anything that's like 20 or under. Just be very solid pricing. Europe side looking like 34 to 39s. Matt Ishida's, this is for purple hybrid shenanigans. This is what they replaced it with. It's at $3 to $3 as well. I think just a lot of players think purple hybrid's dead and they're just not testing it anymore. 1 to 3 euros. Koichi box toppers are at $4 and holding strong there. Not a lot of crazy movement, but hey, it's still some value. 4 to 5 euros as well. Koichi box topper $1.75 to 2s. Europe side 1 to 2 euros. Now Duskmon alts are at to 26 if you guys are max rating. Probably wait it out a little bit more, but pick up a couple copies. If you want to buy a full playset at once, just wait it out. But if you want to buy a couple copies every couple weeks, probably not bad to do so. You know, 19 to 20 euros. But all in all, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the market watch. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.